Hello everybody. In a previous video I had mentioned that I was waiting for some chips to come in, and they did. So let's take a look and see what I got. All right, so in this episode I just wanted to do a quick unboxing, if you will, for some of the chips that I just got in. Literally just got these in today. So very excited to play with these. So I ordered these. They're supposed to be T5577 chips. They are from China. They're supposed to be writable chips. So I wanted to see if they actually were, what I actually got as far as chips go. So I ended up ordering, I should have 40 chips here. So hopefully that is the case. And that should be enough to play with and maybe break a couple and see what's inside. I do want to get in there and actually measure the diameter of the wire that's being used for the antenna. I think that's an important part when measuring to figure out how effective these chips are from certain distances. I ordered so many because I wanted to sort of do an experiment and see if there were any manufacturing variances. I'm planning on doing the same thing with hopefully some chips produced here in the US. So again, I can sort of figure out what is valid, what's good, what's a good range, if the Chinese chips are just as good or different from American chips, etc. So before I get started, I want to put them all in my little vials. I've got these little bought a bag of these off of Amazon. They're the 0.5 liter. I think they're liters, 0.5 milliliter or something. I don't know, but it's a little capsule to keep like specimens in. And because I'm somewhat cheap, I decided to make my own stand. So I went ahead and milled out, or basically drilled out a whole bunch of holes in my plastic here. I know I can buy these off of Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive. I decided just to make my own, mostly just because I could. I've got plastic hanging around in the workshop, and I thought, why not? Gave me something to do over the weekend, so good enough. That, and I couldn't find one that actually fit my specifications on what I wanted. This one, I designed it to hold 100 chips, so I wanted to see if I could actually test that many chips. And I know I could get multiple different holders and things like that, but not what I wanted. So I wanted to basically do it myself. I don't have a problem with that. I won't do all of these. If we actually have 40 chips like I should, that will be probably a bit excessive. Oh, right. I've got all of the chips in place. I've put all 40 in little containers, the little vials, so they're all set to be tested. So let's take a look and see what we got, and hopefully we received what we ordered. So over here we've got the Proxmark. Let's make this not so full screen so it fits. Oh, oops. There we go. All right, let's take a look again using the standard Proxmark 3. Let's grab, well, let's start with number 1, I guess. Do low frequency search. So sees it as a HID tag, 26 bits. I think that one might be one I've cloned before. Maybe I got them goofed up here. There we go. 37-bit, that's what I'd expect to see. Valid HID tag, okay. I'm obviously not going to test them all. That would take me way too long, and I think my videos are boring enough. So there we go. See another one. Facility code is the same, okay. Card number obviously different, that's good. Again, facility code the same, so just still seeing them. Noticing that they're all 37 bits. and their facility code is the same, which is cool. Let's just pick some random ones here. All right, cool. All right, so that works. Let's see if we can clone one. Let's grab this guy. Make sure it scans. All right, there it is. Let's grab our trusty HID card. Grab that. All right, there it is. Yeah, I think that's the number we had at the beginning, so I think I might have got something mixed up here. Let's go low frequency HID clone. Nope, it's still the same as it was before. Okay, so it didn't clone right away. Let's take a look at the T55 menu. I think there's a, yeah, there's a wipe command, which I've had success with before, so let's try that. Wipe, kind of reset it, and whoops, I didn't want to clone it, I wanted to search, but that's okay. 297, nope, that wipe command didn't seem to work for me. Okay. What else we got? Could be potentially password protected. Haven't seen that yet, but certainly possible. Not giving me anything. All right. So number 40 in the row is not doing well. Let's try number 39. Search. Okay, there it is. I can see it. Neat. Let's just try to clone it right away. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try to wipe it. Nope, it still has its information in it, so it's not. That's a bummer. Maybe these are not writable. That would be unfortunate. That would be unfortunate. Grab just a random one here. Okay. Sees it just fine. Let's try to wipe it first. Oh, having some issues. Maybe due to old firmware. Interesting. Okay. Not encountered that before. Let's give it a few minutes here and see what happens. All right, that doesn't look like it went all too well. This is interesting. Oh, crash the Proxmark. Okay. Invalid serial ports. All right, let's reboot Mr. Proxmark here. Okay. It still sees it. Okay. 400. I don't remember. Yep. Okay. So it still sees it what it was seeing it before. So, unfortunately, it looks like some of these might not be writable. Well, isn't that just a big bummer? I guess we'll have to go through each one of them and see what's writable and what's not. So let's grab one more here and see what's what. Okay, so that one rewrote. So there's the code that I just wrote to it. which is different than what I had before. Okay, so some of them can be rewritten, apparently. Looks like it's an L5, or excuse me, T5577. Okay, cool. So what I need to experiment with next is to see if we can figure out which ones are writable, which ones are not, and why some of them are not writable. Is it they sent me the wrong product? Is it something I'm doing incorrectly? Is there a Proxmark switch or an option somewhere that I can actually make these writable? So I think that's what I'll try next. So let's go through them. And I guess step one is just to see if I can clone to each one of them, right? And of course, you know, now that I think about it, is it important to know that they're writable or not? I think from just from a sales perspective, I would want to know, you know, since I did order rewritable chips, I'd like to make sure I got 40 rewritable chips. But I guess as far as experimentation goes, when I'm testing just to see how well they work against a reader, it doesn't really matter much if it's writable or not. But I guess for my own sake, I just want to know what I got, if I got what I ordered. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do next, and then I'll set up a quick little experiment to see how these work. Obviously, again, not all 40 of them, because that will be extremely time consuming, but let's see. Let me spin through them real quick and see what's what. All right, so what I did is I took the time to go through each one of the 40 chips and see what they actually registered are, see if they're writable. What I found is out of the 40 chips that I had just received, 7 of them are writable. That is just using the lfhid clone ID command. So that's the command I actually ran to see if they would work. I also ran the lf T55XX P1 detect command, which checks to see if it is a T55 card. Every out of the 7 that were writable, they all showed up as T55s, so that's good. The other ones did not, so I'm not quite 100% sure yet what kind of chips these are, and I think that's going to be my next adventure, see if I can figure out what these chips actually are. They did show up, or so as an example, let's just take one here and do a low frequency search. They do show up as valid HID cards, and they do show me an ID, and it shows me that it's 37 bits, which is all great, fine and dandy, but for whatever reason, it's not writable or not clonable with that command. I tried wiping a few of them with the LF T55 wipe command. That did not work on the ones that I tested. I didn't try them all for lack of time. But yeah, so right now, as it stands, I've got 7 chips that are writable, and I guess that'd be 43 that are not writable as it stands right now. So what my next goal is going to be to see if I can figure out what kind of chips these actually are, what I actually ended up getting here, and hopefully figuring out a way to use the Proxmark or some other tool to reset these or reprogram these to make these writable. They're all supposed to be T55s, but apparently they're not, or at least according to the Proxmark, they're not. So maybe it's just a software issue, you know, something that I can change. But yeah, so that's going to be the next step, is see if I can figure those out, and then hopefully populating the rest of this with chips from America. So we'll see how I can source 40 or 50 chips from this side of the pond. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to go next. And also, hopefully in a subsequent video here shortly, I'm going to be showing you the code on this guy and showing you how it actually works. So thanks for following along. I hope you guys find this interesting. If you have any advice on why these chips might not be showing up as T55s, or if you think they are or are not, let me know in the comments, and love to have a conversation and see if I can figure this out. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. So Kevin, that really cool thing we did in today's video?
Yes, that was very cool.
That was neat. Do you think we should do that again?
We should do something different, but even more cool.
Yeah. You know, it'd be cool is if they would comment what they liked about it, and then we could do something else.
Like respond and then do something on that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. And if you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe and click the thumbs up button so we know you like the content.
Great plan.